What's going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to the finals of my locals from this past Saturday. Here we have that Tenyi Punk Destiny Adventurer Synchro deck versus Branded Adventurer Blue Eyes, making its way all the way to the finals here in the 6th round for that Albaz Strike playmat. Albaz Strike rubber playmat that Konami sent to our OTS. So winner of that will be receiving the match and having their deck profile uploaded to the channel. And it looks like we're going to see the Branded Blue Eyes deck lead here with a copy of Dragon Shrine, dumping I did this last match, dumping the Blue Eyes White Dragon and the White Stone of the Ancients. And then we're going to see him follow up with Fateful into Rite of Aramesir, getting the token triggering the effect of Fateful to go ahead and search out the equip. Now, if you guys have seen this deck previously in any of the other feature matches this week, you'll notice that this deck is definitely no slouch. Surprisingly, there's some very interesting cards that happen to work very well with the Brave Engine, one of them being a Mono Iwado, and also Blue Eyes Jet Dragon, kind of a house, especially its synergy being able to be summoned off of the stone, and that synergy with Branded Fusion, which we're going to see him add off of the Pot of Prosperity. And then we're going to see him activate Fateful Adventure here to add the Griffin Rider, and then we're going to see him discard the equip spell effect to go ahead and equip to the token, summon Griffin Rider, and then activate the effect of Branded Fusion to go ahead and send materials from the deck. We'll see him dump Albaz, which is a typical send target, and we're going to see him actually dump the Jet Dragon, though, which will get summoned in the end phase by the stone. And Jet Dragon basically says cards you control cannot be destroyed by card effects, and that's other cards. If it's battled, it can basically target a card the opponent controls, return it to the hand. And if a card is destroyed, it can summon itself from the hand or grave. Yeah, and it comes out of 2,500. It just protects your whole field, and is kind of insane, especially when you can get access to Mirror Jade on top of that. But we're going to see Albion activate its effect, and that is going to be belled. Yes, you can bell the Albion. It does return things from the grave to the deck. And then end phase, we're going to see Jet Dragon go ahead and get summoned out of the deck by the stone. And that's going to grant the whole board, besides Jet Dragon, protection from destruction. Kind of a neat little engine to throw in there. Obviously, the Brave Engine, you have a lot of room to splash other things into it. But it's really cool to see all of these cards working together, because it's something that myself included, I know, and many others just aren't going to expect. It's very, very cool. And we'll see our Tenyi Punk Destiny Adventurer Synchro player here lead with Rite of Aramesir of his own. Yes, very diverse format. But we'll see him activate the Fateful Adventure. And I think I was talking about this in a previous feature match. This is an engine that I hope gets absolutely slaughtered on the upcoming ban list. And I hope it's Rite of Aramesir to 1. Absolutely. But we'll see him get token. And we're going to see Griffin Rider take out the Fateful. Triggering the effect there to probably go ahead and search the monster. And then, since a card was destroyed, that's anywhere, I believe, that's going to trigger another Jet Dragon. So now neither Jet Dragon can be destroyed. So it's a little bit of a lock here, kind of like a pseudo lock. Now nothing on his field can be destroyed by card effects. So that's an interesting dynamic here as well. So Yazi, which normally would be a way to keep playing here, is now not going to be a way to play. Baron's pop effect, next to useless here. Lightning storms. I mean, yes, there are other things in the format that can kind of beat that. You know, just protection from destruction. There's a lot of things right now in the game that don't destroy, but I mean, one of the most prevalent cards being DPE So we'll see Basil Rose Shoot go ahead and get added off of the Rocks Rose. But honestly here, I don't know if the board can really be cracked right now. I do see Fairy Tale Snow in hand. I think I see the Punk Trap card. And one other monster in hand. I can't really tell what it is, but we're going to see him activate Basil Rose Shoot. That's going to bring out the Red Rose. Here could go for a Halka Fibrax line, but I honestly don't know what else the play from here is going to be, because he has to, not only does he have to break the board, but he has to put up a board that is going to beat the follow-up. Because if Albion hits the grave, that's going to be searching Branded Fusion, which is also a problem. So you've got to crack the board. You've also got to put up a board of your own here to stop the follow-up. And he also has Celestial. Celestial Snow and Dangerous Gabu in hand certainly aren't helping right now to break the board. So we're going to see him go for Celine. And Celine Effect is going to attempt to activate here to try to get to access code, I imagine. And we're going to see Bell go ahead and hit the Celine. And they just want to also, get the correct amount of counters on there, since I think she does other things with the counters. Alls I know, to be honest, is that she revives Effect Veiler from grave, because that's all I've seen that card do ever. I know it has other effects, I just don't know them off the top of my head. But yeah, I mean, it's basically putting your opponent on break my board. Normally, yeah, I was going to say, normally this Yazi would be getting bounced here, but Yazi also can't be targeted, but the Celine's going to get bounced back when it tries to swing in. Yazi Effect will still trigger here. After it crashes into a Jet Dragon. And now we're going to see him summon out Vishuda. Vishuda is going to get linked into Monk. But again, I don't really know where do you take all of this. So, I just don't see the board being cracked with what's in hand. So I imagine we'll see him go to game 2 here. Because yes, you can balance something, but what does it matter, right? So yeah, as expected, delaying the inevitable. And we are into a game 2. So, yeah. Game 2, we will see the 10U Punk player go first here. Also, a reminder, guys, don't forget to use my discount code WinnerKills 10 off when shopping on Imperium Duelist to save 10% off your entire order and support the channel in the process. So, opening hands here, we see Prosperity, E-Telly. I'm pretty sure I saw Fusion Destiny here. So, pretty okay hand. I'm also seeing Ash, Double Branded Fusion, and I think I saw a Prosperity as well. So both players seemingly opening very, very strong here. We'll see how many he's going to banish off this pot of Prosperity, whether it be 3 or 6. But it looks like he is going for 6 here, revealing E-Telly, Vishuda, Enchantress, Basil Rose Shoot, Red Rose Dragon, and a copy of Ash. And yeah, he's opened up double Fusion Destiny here. E-Telly, a Punk monster. Couldn't tell you which one. But, I think going for Enchantress here probably makes the most sense. Because that will probably bait out an Ash Blossom. Which lets the Fusion Destiny go through. And then maybe you have a Hulk play on top of that. So yeah, he will take the Enchantress as expected. That will force an Ash here. And then we're going to see him activate Emergency Teleport. Go ahead and get a Ghost Ogre or a Punk monster. But he will go for a Punk monster. He'll pay 600. Go ahead and search out the Foxy Tune. That is like literally the only one that I can recognize, just because it like is the only one that looks different. And then we'll see him summon out another Punk here for the normal activate effect. I believe that's ZM because I think that's the one that searches the spell trap. So we'll grab the Dangerous Gabu there, which is basically Imperm punk-themed imperm. Just obviously can't use it from hand. So, more like a breakthrough skill, I guess. But you can't use it from grave, so I guess not 100% like breakthrough skill. But either way, could go for a health play here, and I was going to say, this gets him access to Shooting Riser, right, which is okay. But the problem being that Shooting Riser does have that restriction. Whatever it sends to the grave, I think its effects cannot be activated that turn. So it's not going to be that helpful next turn. But I guess if his board's set up correctly, he could quick synchro with it into something. But with the Ghost Ogre being on field, you know, that's 2 tuners. It's not really going to help out a ton. So we're just going to see him resolve Fusion Destiny here. Get the Celestial Dasher in grave. Get the DP on field. Set the Gabu. And pass turn. And we're going to see our Blue Eyes branded adventurer player here lead with a Pot of Prosperity of his own, going for a full banish 6, revealing Raigeki, Ash Stone, I think an Enchantress, Draco back, and it looks like a right. And Raigeki looking pretty good right now, so he is going to go ahead and grab the Raigeki, a card that is at 3 right now. A lot of people kind of sleep on that. The card is kind of insane, does not discriminate against the positions of the monsters, attack or defense, like Lightning Storm, and can be activated whenever and is not a once per turn. So Lightning Storm is just going to go ahead and force out everything right now. There goes the board, and he will activate DP Engrave. There's the bell, and there's a right of his own. So yeah, that's getting your spine absolutely emulsified. Talk about it, right? So we're going to see him go for Fateful here. Fateful is going to resolve. Or, well, not Fateful. Yeah, I was going to say, searching Jet Dragon off Fateful doesn't seem right. But he will search the Wandering Griffin Rider, discarding Branded Fusion. You know what that means. If he's discarding Branded Fusion, he's probably holding another really good card in hand. Because why would you discard Branded Fusion? He'll grab the Griffin Rider off the summon of the... Or grab the Draco back off the summon of the Griffin Rider, bounce the back row, and then resolve the Branded Fusion. Yeah, the absolute blowout here. Going for Albion. Albion effect. Go ahead and shuffle back Albaz and Albion. Accidentally putting Albaz in the banish pile. Or I believe it does banish. Yeah, never mind. I thought it shuffled back in deck, but that's Lubellion. But yeah, he'll go for Mirror Jade. Is under Prosperity, so not able to put full game on board here. End phase Stone summoning out Jet Dragon. And now has to worry about the inherent protection of Jet Dragon. So DPE really only has to hit the Jet Dragon. It cannot force out any other interruptions here, which is extremely unfortunate. So this deck doing a great job at countering DPE. And I guess Ghost Ogre as well, so you don't have to worry about your Griffin getting ogred. Or Lightning Storm. You can leave all your monsters in attack position and just not care whatsoever. But we're going to see him go ahead and lead with a Prosperity here. Got to find a God card at this point to be able to break the board. Evenly match is your best bet, but that's just going to trade 1 for 1. With the Griffin Rider, of course, then you still got to worry about Mirror Jade. You're really Griffin Rider, Draco back, and Anti-Spell. Yeah, definitely not very helpful. I mean, yeah, you could take the Griffin Rider, get it as a body on field. That Fusion Destiny in hand has never been more dead. And I think the writing's on the wall at this point. Yeah, summon Griffin Rider, sure. Don't care, didn't ask. And yeah, what do you really do here other than scoop? You could set, and then I don't know if Foxy's going to be normal summon or not, but I say you go for Celestial, but that's just getting negated. And that is going to be it. Brand Adventure Blue Eyes winning there 2-0. If you guys want to see more of my content, check out one of the videos on the bottom of the screen right now. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to our Divine Level channel members who are Tweeter0226, Pony Start, Cadillacs84, Keith Sidgers, Justin Lamb, Master of Visa, and HDH Cyber. Thank you guys so much for your extremely kind and generous support of the channel.